Is that it? You're watching Grandad cook now? No. That's Sasha's dog food.
16-year-old Natasha lives with boyfriend Jordan, who's 17, and their baby son Leo. They share a house with Jordan's parents and his brother Connor in Dumfries.
When I got pregnant, I was 15 and he was still 16. It was the first time we slept together. When Leo was conceived, we actually did use contraception, but it split. And I didn't think nothing of it.
You used to say to him, though, didn't you? If you're going to have sex, make sure you...
I used precautions. I used to say to him all the time about it, but obviously didn't listen that good, did he?
He just thought she was just putting on weight with the McDonald's, but it turned to shows now.
I was about 7 months gone when I found out for real. I made the mistake of not getting the morning after pill, and I thought nothing would happen.
At 15, Natasha found childbirth overwhelming.
I was in proper labour giving birth. I thought I was too young. I thought, I wish I was older doing this. I might be able to handle it more.
Natasha lived with her parents until baby Leo was a few weeks old. But to keep the young family together, she moved in with Jordan and his family. Jordan took to fatherhood straight away.
Jordan impressed me. When Leo came out, he was very confident with him. He was changing his nappies, changing his clothes, feeding him. I think Jordan was first to feed him.
Right away, I just took to it and I just done it, got on with it. It's good. It's brilliant.
Jordan's a good dad, but he can't yet provide for his family. He's left school, doesn't have a job, and hasn't been able to get benefits.
When I went to sign on, I got told I wasn't able to get it because I didn't meet the criteria, even though I've got no money in my bank to help support the weighing or like that, and my mum and dad are struggling to keep us all in the house.
Natasha receives benefits, but struggles to support herself, Leo and Jordan on £70 a week.
What do we need to buy? Nappies, wipes, cream, food. Just for the bare necessities of £67.
Since if I'm coming in and after you've bought all the necessities for him, you've only got £3 left. Feel like bad because I can't get any money and I should be trying to support them.
Lack of money isn't their only problem. Natasha, Jordan and baby Leo have to share a bedroom with Jordan's 14-year-old brother, Connor.
There's 2 bedrooms in the house. Jordan's mum and dad sleep in one, and me, Jordan, Connor and Leo in another.
I'm 14, so I think I should really have my own room. I'm desperate to get my room back because of them just making a mess and everything all the time.
I've got to get my jammies on.
I do feel bad for Natasha having to share a room with my brother because she has to go in the toilet all the time to get changed and all that.
Yeah, it's quite getting to me being overcrowded because, like, all my stuff I've got to have in boxes somewhere.
Jordan really bad for farting. Tasha, she snores. I was scared to walk in all the time, man. Just in case they're doing it or something.
Me and Tasha didn't really get much privacy or like that.
We didn't even hardly cuddle or anything. So I think if we had our own bit, we'd spend more time together. Mine? Give me that.
In South London, Leah's 15 and lives with her mum, Jeannie.
I'm 11 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I did about 8 tests and they were all positive. And I still didn't really believe it.
No, I didn't know she was sexually active. That was a bit of a surprise.
I was about 4 weeks pregnant when I found out. And I cried and I screamed. But I still didn't really believe I was pregnant. That's the one that I wanted, though.
That one, totally practical.
It's not at all impractical. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh.
I don't think she got pregnant on purpose. I think it was really a fumble that turned into a pregnancy.
I wasn't using contraception because it only happened one time. Oh, that's snug.
£500. A waste of money. Well, I won't be getting that one, so maybe after you finish university, you find a husband.
Have my next baby.
The biological father, I haven't met him. I know his first name. Don't know where he lives. So Leah and I are just in this together.
I don't know what he does. I thought he was in college, and he told me he had a job, but he's never gone to work. He also told me he was a semi-professional football player. I really wanted to believe that one. It would have been so nice, wouldn't it? I would have been a wag. It doesn't have a drop side. Bending right over to pick him up will be hard.
A high achiever at school, Leah's pregnancy wasn't part of the plan.
You know, she's always talked about being a doctor and that she has the potential to achieve that. So for her to be pregnant at this stage in, I suppose, her education, it feels like her life is over and that there's no hope of her achieving the goal that she wanted to reach.
Leah's parents split up before she was born, but her dad still has high expectations.
My mum told my dad last week, and he wasn't too pleased at all. He hasn't spoken to me since. He basically told my mum that there's no point in me going to school and that my future lies in McDonald's, he said. I am still determined to be a doctor. I'm going to do it.
It still kind of shocks me that my child is going to have a child.
I'm not scared about it. I'm really excited and I can't wait. I think it's just going to be fun.
Leah has already passed 2 GCSEs a year early and has another 2 to sit. But she's now 4 months pregnant and struggles each morning to get up for school.
Come on, time to get up. I don't want to go to school. I just want to stay at home and sleep all day. I can't. I don't think any day at school is important. It's just unfair.
I think she has a touch of lazyitis. I am concerned about her commitment to study. You know, 10 years is a long time to study one subject and in this instance, raise a small child.
I don't think my pregnancy is replacing my ambition. I think other things seem more important, like the baby.
You ready?
I will see.
Go to the territory, I'm afraid. Hurry up, you're late.
Okay.
Back in Scotland, Jordan's making an effort to find work. The unemployment rate for under 25s in Dumfries has doubled in the last year.
Is there any job vacancies going?
How old are you?
17.
Right, what you need to do is you need to bring in like a CV.
Have you got any job vacancies?
Right, at the moment I don't have anything, but if you leave me your name and contact number.
Never ever hear out back for them or I didn't get the job.
Yeah, it's stressful because if Jordan not got a job, I think, well, what's he going to do later on in life? And how's he going to support Leo?
There you go, if you just fill that out and then pop your CV out as well.
Cheers.
Because he really needs to be out working. I said that to him, I said, you've got a girlfriend, you've got a baby to support, and it's, you know, it's up to you now to support them.
Right. Fed up with the lack of space at home, Jordan and Natasha have decided to apply for a council house.
Just reason for wanting a house. Details of the kind of house I want.
I still think how are they going to cope when they get their own place, like, you know, how are they going to cope with Leo, and it's got to be quite hard for them. You know, they're very, very young.
Scary, isn't it? About getting in his.
Aye. I do feel bad for my mum and dad because they struggle at times with trying to keep us all, and I do think it would be better if we got our own house.
Huh? That's like, I think, if you were separated.
Oh,
you well done. Oh, no, Jordan. I don't believe you. Oh, dear. Look at it.
Jordan's bad luck seems never-ending. He thinks he may have found the perfect solution. He wants to join the army.
So you still want to go in the army?
Oh,
When, though?
I don't know.
If your mum's not too keen on you going in the army, it's what you want to do. It's a good career, it's a good job. You need to sit down and talk to Natasha about that. If that's what you want to do, go for it. He is struggling at the moment, but he's got a job for life when he's in the army. He'll not be screaming and sprinting and looking for work. He doesn't worry. But if that's what he wants to do, he'll have my support.
Jordan, get up. Get up here.
Jordan hasn't told Natasha about his plan to join up.
Aye, that's right.
You.
Hi, where's Mummy go?
What would you think about me joining the army?
If you go into the army anytime soon while he's a baby, it's going to be hard for me to cope on my own.
I just think it's like the best option to go for.
There's a lot of dangers going to the army. Like, see on the news, you know, every day young folk dying on it. It's a hard time when I've been a baby, because then you're like, if you go away shortly, you'll miss like his first word and his first steps and his crawling and that. All the main things you'll probably miss. He must be desperate for him to provide for us if he's wanting to go to the army and that. Confused on whether to let him go or not.
In South London, Leah's now 5 months pregnant. She doesn't want best mate Jade to follow in her footsteps.
I just kind of look at boys and just have so much criticisms of them. I think the baby's daddy's really put me off boys for a long time.
Leah's found out she's having a boy and she's going to call him Zach, and she's asked Jade to be her birthing partner.
Personally, I would not get pregnant at 16 for the fact that I'm not planning on having sex. If I could be a virgin, right, but still have Zach, I'd be a virgin again. I think I might just pretend after I've had him. Can I do that? Yeah, like, yeah, I'm a virgin. Just reclaim your virginity. Well, I can't just really. After I've had a baby, what's the can't lie about it, can I? What's that word? Celibate. Yeah. Yeah. I can do that. Do you think really? There's something in there, something cooking in the oven. Yeah. Sex wasn't like how I expected it to be like. It was boring. I felt just disappointed after I had sex with the baby's dad. Now I think about it, I should have just stayed at home. I would have had a lot more fun watching the TV.
It's the day before Leah's 16th birthday. Her mum is not convinced that Leah's ready to be a parent.
It worries me that you're not getting your head around what actually is going to happen. What bit frightens you the most then about having a baby?
The fact that I'm going to have to look after him. Because I don't look after things. I didn't get to practice on like a pet or anything before I got pregnant.
I don't know if practicing on a pet is a true indicator of what it's like to look after a baby.
I mean, I couldn't look after my plant. All of my plants die.
That's because you're lazy.
And that's my point. That's what worries me.
Leah recently met up with her dad.
When we went out, he kind of tried his best not to talk about it at all. He did say, which made me feel nice, he said, I'm going to have a grandchild. And he talked about it as if he kind of is accepted, he really has accepted the fact that I'm having a baby. He said, like, it's my life and stuff. But it's not what he would have wanted for me.
Well, to be honest, Leah, it's not what I would have wanted for you.
Because I'm nearly an adult.
You're 16. You know, when you're close to being an adult, you're definitely older.
In a few hours, though, Mum, I will be exactly 2 years away from being 18.
18?
Yeah.
And then you'll be an adult.
So I will be closer, much closer to being an adult.
As long as you start behaving like an adult.
I am. Having a baby.
It's not adult behaviour at 15. If you're behaving like an adult, you would be studying now for your GCSEs. You'd be then going to college and then university, and then you'd be looking to have children.
Whatever.
Yes, okay then.
With aspirations of becoming a doctor, Leah takes Jade along to St Bartholomew's Hospital, where she hopes to study medicine one day.
Hello. Shake my hand. I should stop touching him. Stop feeling like my boyfriend, Jade. He's not my boyfriend. What is that? A rudimentary third leg.
Who would have like on a third leg?
I cut it off myself. That's disgusting.
Oh my God, what happened to that baby's head?
What do you mean, what happened to that baby's head? Nothing happened to that
It's like a helmet.
You know when the baby's being born?
Yeah.
His head bones, they collapse like into each other and they fold over each other so that he can fit through her ding dong.
That caused her a lot of pain. I don't know how anyone can give birth to a baby. It's not like your hole is as big as their head. It's like a body coming out of you. I think it will like really hurt her. Like she'll probably be scared and like she'll be there like screaming in pain or something.
Why would that be a problem?
It might poo yourself.
I don't want to poo myself.
Yuck.
I am starting to get a bit more worried about giving birth now.
Back in Scotland, Jordan is still set on joining the army. In the meantime, he needs to find out why he can't get benefits.
Jordan, what are you trying to claim?
I've been trying to get job 6 months, but I keep on getting declined.
Why?
Because they say my circumstances didn't meet the criteria.
So what circumstances are they trying to tell you?
Didn't tell me.
Under 18s can only receive benefits if they take part in full-time training courses organised by the Career Service.
I may actually need to phone the Career Service, all right, to find out what is it that's stopping you getting any money, Jordan, okay?
The Career Service know of Jordan and say he failed to show up for past appointments.
Yeah. I'll try to convince them that in actual fact there's more hope if he keeps that appointment. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye. Oh, well, good enough news. Start all over again. But I'm terribly sorry. It was the failed appointment that has caused this hiccup.
At the time it made me feel mad because I knew it was his fault. It would have been his chance to get some qualifications and money, and he's no bothered about it.
Jordan has been given another chance.
Now, this is a programme that's run by the local college. It's a full-time programme, but you do get financial support once you're on this programme, and you would get paid £55 a week whilst you're on this programme, okay? So you're guaranteed an income doing this, so you're getting money, which I'm sure would be of help.
He's enrolled to start college the following morning on a construction course. Having done that, Jordan will finally receive his benefits.
I feel like delighted that I've got money coming in now, because even though it's not a lot, it's still money, isn't it? I do feel a lot better about myself now.
Jordan's off to college and Natasha gets an update from the Housing Association.
Overcrowding points would definitely be something that would be included in your application. The point levels that you would attract would be quite reasonable. comparing to other people, so you would have quite a reasonable chance at the moment of becoming considered for a property. It might become...
49% of the public think young mums get pregnant to get council housing, but 90% of teen mums live in other people's homes, usually their parents.
They really need their own wee space, and I just wish we could help everyone that's in this situation sooner. It's just the demand versus the supply, and there's too many people needing houses.
Back in London, Leah's now 7 months pregnant, but she still hasn't got her bedroom ready for the baby.
Well, the baby's bedroom and Leah's bedroom are at the same place. Because right now, her nesting instincts are nowhere to be seen.
I'm really scared that he's going to come early, and if he comes early, he won't have anywhere to sleep. I'm looking at a leaflet that's called Your Guide to Contraception. I just find this stuff such a slap in the face now. I just realised if only I'd have read it a bit earlier.
To prepare herself for the months ahead, Leah turns to friend Zara, who's 18 and also a young mum, to daughter Kelsey May.
Oh wow, look at your bum. It's getting big. Come on in, Leah, let's get you out.
I want a girl now. Got no experience of newborn babies.
Have you ever changed a nappy?
No, I haven't. Poo's not nice. I let my mum do it. I think I can deal with the crying.
Not a newborn baby scream.
Crying doesn't really affect me.
It will when it's your own.
I just want it to be fun. As long as it's fun, I don't mind.
They won't be at the beginning. All they'll do is sleep, eat, poo, sleep, eat.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that bit.
Getting up in the middle of the night, especially when you're not used to it, that is the hardest.
It'd be easier because I got my mum. I think she'd probably help me, because she's a really light sleeper anyway. I think it'll probably be like 60% her, just because it's what grandmas do.
When the baby's here, it's going to be so much different. She was going to have to get up, do the bottles, do the washing, make sure the baby's fed, clean herself, get herself ready. She ain't got time to be lazy, really. Got a funny feeling she's going to make her mum do it, though.
Leah has made this decision to become a parent. If you have a child, it's your responsibility to take care of that child. I don't see it as a shared child rearing. I do see it as her doing the majority of it.
I feel scared now. I was excited before, but now I just feel scared about giving birth. It's a bit daunting. I don't know if I'm ready to give birth yet.
It's not only the birth that's worrying Leah. The harsh realities of motherhood and continuing her education are setting in.
I think it will be a lot harder than I thought to try and study with a baby. As long as I stay determined, then I should be fine. 6 weeks and 1 day until he's due. And I'm so tired of being pregnant now.
In Dumfries, Jordan has been attending his training course for over a month now, which means he's learning a trade and getting paid for it.
Right, you've got the right idea, but remember your bevel's got to be on the side.
I've surprised myself because I thought I'd be no good at the construction, but I've turned it not too bad at it. Even a couple of lecturers have said I can do the work quite good. 8 along and 23 along.
Aye.
For the top.
Fine, you've worked that out. You're thinking, but you're getting there. Yes, it's going really well, I would say. He's picking up the joinery skills, so he's looking quite promising.
I think construction could be a career option for me now, because it's quite good and I'm enjoying it.
With a possible new career in construction, where does this leave his plans for the army?
I'm putting my army plans on hold for 2 to 3 years until so I can see Leo grow up in that.
Oh, there's your daddy. Hello, son.
Hiya.
And there is promising news from the Housing Association.
It's from Lorburn. Pilot Housing.
Jordan and Natasha are so high on the waiting list, they hope to get their own place within a few months.
80 points. That's quite good, actually, isn't it? They've got more points because we're overcrowded, like, you know, and they're having to share a room with Connor. But hopefully they should get something nearby.
Look at his bag.
Jordan gets £55 a week in benefits. Today, he wants to treat Natasha to a meal.
It's really what I treat her because everything she's done for Leo and me when I was never had any money out like that. So now that I've got one age, just wanted to treat her. Say thanks. Right, we should get a batter sausage supper, please, and a haggis supper.
I think if me and Jordan work it out, we could be going out for a long time.
I would say Natasha was my soulmate because I do want to spend the rest of my life with her and that. Just really hoping to give Natasha and Leo a decent life. It doesn't matter if I'm rich or not, as long as they're happy, really.